guys, it's Kelly Lativola here, and I am thrilled to be back doing some creating for Create a Smile. For those of you who don't know, I was on the team since the very beginning, and then life just kind of got overwhelming for me. So now I'm just doing the video gig because I couldn't just leave altogether. I'd be too sad. So today I am using the Underwater Love set and the Lovely Critter set. In the Lovely Critter set, there's this adorable little turtle with a little heart shell. And it is summertime here where I am, so I figured it would be cute to do a little beach scene. I'm using full stick Post-it notes to create a mask, and then I just have a what is it, 3.5 by 3.5, I think is what it is, square of Nina cardstock, and we're just going to make a little ink panel out of this to put on a white card base. So I stamped down the turtle. I had fussy cut my mask out, put that on top of it, and then I'm going to add some distress ink. This is brushed corduroy. This just happens to be my personal favorite for sand. Vintage photo would be a good one if you are into super light sand like Aruba White Beaches sand. You could use antique linen. And then on the opposite corner, I'm going to start to bring in my water. The ocean naturally has a white band, usually between the water and the sand. I'm going to kind of use this to my advantage because the brushed corduroy, it does have a little bit more yellow in it. And if mixed with that blue, can kind of make a little bit of a greenish brown, which I don't know about you, but I don't want to go to a greenish brown beach. I'm going to take the pass on that. So I just brought the salty ocean part of the way down. Now I'm adding some peacock feathers. And then to deepen that color even more, just in the top left corner, I'm going to add some Mermaid Lagoon. After I'm done with that, you can see how white that looks. So I'm going to go back in with the salty ocean and bring that down a little bit farther. Remember, it's easier to add more than it is to take away. So just be kind of careful where you leave that ink line. You can always go back in and add more. Now that the inking is done, we're going to start our Copic coloring. I removed that mask and I'm going in with some yellow greens. These are a bit more on the gray side. I felt like they were more traditionally what a turtle would be. But you can do whatever you want to do when you color your turtle. You can make him pink. I mean, he'd be beautiful in pink. So here I'm just drawing some random shapes on his shell. I'm not being very specific. I'm just kind of fitting them to the heart shape that's already there. And then on his legs, you can see Christine has added some little dots, which will let you know where your shading should go. So it's pretty much a walk in the park to figure out how to shade that portion of it. I'm outlining each of those little shell marks. I don't know what else to call them, shell marks, with the darker colors. And this is because I'm going to kind of build them up so that all of the colors are present. And then once it's all done, I'm going to go over the entire thing with my lightest color. The way Copics work together is they... if you put a lighter color over a darker, it will remove color. If you keep putting a lighter color over itself, it naturally gets darker. So the parts where I've just put a little bit of that YG93, which is my lightest color, will get darker if I put something over them. And you can shade that way actually with just one marker, just by continually adding more color, but only in certain areas. So once I get all of my outlining and shading done, which I'm basically, I mean, there's minimal shading on this, just basically where his legs and his head will meet his shell, because his shell is up above. There would be a shadow that would be cast on his legs and his neck. The other thing I will tell you is with these colors, when you first put them down, the YG93 especially, it doesn't look like it goes. I'm using the YG95 to also outline around the outside of those little shell marks. And this is just to, when you look at a tortoise shell, they actually, it's meant to move with him. So no, I'm not thinking of the right thing. Don't listen to me. Clearly I didn't go to school for, now I can't even think of, I was going to say biology, but that's people. So disregard. Apparently I didn't go to school and get an education whatsoever. Oh, anyway, Their design is meant so that they can at least bare minimum blend in to their surroundings. So that is what I went with. I went with a more traditional coloring. You don't have to be this specific or be this quote unquote realistic. You can color them however you want. In order for him to be a little bit raised up, I added a shadow with a C5, C3, and C1, blended those all out. And then here, to get some texture on my cardstock, I am using a white Wink of Stella, and I want to specify that it is white because the white glitter dries white. Now it's not going to be like as opaque as a white gel pen, but it is going to be white versus the gold of the clear. And I'm really just drawing like little zigzag marks, little circles, because that's how the ocean surf traditionally comes in. This isn't anything that adds a ton of color, but it does add lots of shimmer and a little bit of texture. So I just thought that it's kind of cool, especially if you're a clean and simple card maker like I am. Anything that you can do to add in those details can really help your card pop. Stamp the sentiment using my mini Misty. I added just a little sprinkle of rhinestones and popped this up on some craft foam, and that's the whole card. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.